Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I'm out in the yard a little early. It's Friday. Got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm going to do a video. Thought I'd do a video real quick, then I'm going to get some sun, then I'm off to work. I think I've told you guys before, I kind of plod along in this journey of my raw vegan adventure. And there's some things, I mean, some of the information, as you can see from the title, is pretty basic, but I get around to things when I get around to things. I have my own plodding way of doing things. And I'm kind of trying to, I started off with the whole natural, just eating lots of fruits and vegetables. And I'm going back and trying to plug some of the holes, make some changes that'll give me a little bit more oomph in my life. Working out, doing a lot of yoga, wanting to build back up a little bit. I'm looking for more sources of good plant-based protein, as well as other things. There's just a lot of reasons. So I've got them jotted down, the why that now at this point, I'm adding hemp and chia seeds into my diet. It's kind of odd that, everybody talks about chia seeds, and 2.5 years into this, and I've probably only had chia seeds a handful of times. Like I say, I just don't have the capacity to study everything at one time, and I don't have the capacity of keeping a lot of it up here, so I have to make mad amounts of notes. I'll always qualify it. It could be an excuse, or it could be part of it. It was those 30 years of pouring booze down my throat that I just messed up a lot of the memory part and a lot of the thinking processes, so I have to plod through this stuff a little bit slower, so you have to bear with me. One thing I've been thinking a lot about lately is balancing the balance between the omega-3s and the omega-6s, which, as with everything else, comes with its own set of other difficulties and things to look into here. But that's just one of the reasons. I'm not doing these seeds for any one particular reason. I'm actually adding these seeds because they seem to have several benefits that I think I might be missing, that I think that might help me. And yeah, that's just my process. Like I say, the experiment, I'm going to try it out for a while and see how I feel. See if that little extra bit of adding regular protein gives me a little bit extra boost, and I get a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. The workouts are coming along pretty good. I'm doing them very, very strictly. I will do another video about that at some point. It's just that it's a Zen-like thing. It's been going real slow. All right, so let's get to the seeds, the hemp seeds. The hemp seeds contain all the essential amino acids which make it a complete source of protein. 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds provide 10 grams of protein. That's not too shabby. The same 3 tablespoons supplies 50% of the daily requirements for magnesium and phosphorus. So the magnesium, I don't think, I get enough. I think I get a fair amount of sources for that, but it never can hurt to make sure you're getting that magnesium. And 50% of the daily requirement for phosphorus. 25% of the daily value for zinc. Zinc's important, especially for us men. And 15% for iron. Okay, now like I said, it's also a good source of the omega-3 fatty acids and has a balanced ratio of 3 to 6 at around 3 to 1. Although that's higher in omega-6s than the chia seeds. The chia seeds actually have a much better ratio than that. So the hemp seeds, yeah, are largely for the protein and largely for the nutrients that they supply, like the magnesium and the phosphorus. I'm just really interested in using the hemp seeds and using a little bit different sources of fat in my diet. Now the chia seeds, everybody's been talking about them for years, and they're supposedly, when I was reading about these, just to, I know about chia seeds, but I figured I'd read up on them again and get some of the proper facts and everything. People kind of consider them a perfect food because they've got so much packed into so few amount of calories. And it does have a good bit. A 1 ounce serving of chia seeds, which is about 137 calories, offers 11 grams of fiber, 4 grams of protein, and it's high in calcium, manganese, magnesium, and phosphorus. Also high in antioxidants. Now, the one thing about the omega-3s, and I forgot to write that one down. The chia seeds, I want to say, are about 1 to 3. It actually is higher in omega-3s than it is in omega-6s. So the chia seeds are much better for the omega-3s, but there's only one problem with that. And you'll have to look that up. That's stuff I've got to still look into. There's a certain part of the omega-3s, DHA, which apparently is only found in fish oil as a natural way to get it. So that might be the next supplement I'm looking into also, is a DHA supplement. But anyhow, you know, a lot of times, like I say, I piggyback other people. I know people that I respect their opinion that are doing something, and there's a few people that I know that I've been reading a lot of and listening to a lot of what they have to say on these seeds in the diet. And I think most people use this. I think I'm a little behind the times. You know, sometimes people ask me questions that haven't been doing this lifestyle for as long, and I almost feel like they know a little bit more than I do. Because I have just had this super simplified approach, and in some ways that's good. I think a lot of people, you know, especially if I do a recipe or if I do some of the stuff, I think some people really resonate with the simplicity of the way I do things, I hope. But I'm also serious in not being irresponsible, not to myself, or like I don't feel like it would be irresponsible to others, because I've told you a number of times, you know, anything I say, don't take anything I say as law. Go check it out. That's all I'm trying to do on this channel, is just provide a whole lot of sharing of, like, you know, different resources and different ideas. You know, what I would always do, and what I do with almost everybody that I watch on YouTube, is if I hear something that interests me, strikes my interest, makes a little sense, I go check it out. I go Google it, I go search it on YouTube, and I watch many more videos, and I read about it myself, and I get a bunch of different opinions on it. So even even the people I respect the most, I don't just take people's word on too many things. There's a few little things that I will, but mostly I want to check those things out. So any of these things, you know, that I'm exploring, just trying to fill in the gaps, you know, I've been slowly working on any possible deficiencies that could arise, and now, you know, I want to get these omega 3s and 6s, you know, kind of try to work on the balance of that a little bit more, and, you know, get a little bit more, concentrate on getting a little bit more plant protein in my diet daily. Now, I'm not obsessed with the protein. I mean, I talk about it a lot and getting more protein, but the reason I kind of obsess over it a little bit is just because I don't get enough. I'm not obsessed with this, you know, large amount of protein like a lot of people think we need, but I just feel like, you know, I've been a little bit neglectful on getting regular amounts of good quality protein since being in this lifestyle. And basically that's what it's all about. It's just about experimentation. You should do exactly the same thing. Don't get caught up into a rigid system. Don't do something, you know, blindly for years. Always be working. You know, I feel like I'm working down this road towards a point. I don't know if I ever get to the point, and the point's not the purpose, but it's always being willing to change, always being willing to take a different fork in the road. Just always be willing to accept the best information for your body and for yourself, no matter whether it contradicts what you believe right now, if you have to change your belief system, if you have to change something you are doing. Just always have an open mind to this and look at it as a continual learning experience. So for right now, that's something, in fact, after I get some sun, which I don't know if I can do. If you can see, I'm just sweltering here, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning, a little bit later. But whenever I get out of here, finally, after the sun, get a shower, getting ready to go to work, I'm going by the health food store today, and I'm going to get some chia seeds. I'm going to get some hemp seeds. I think I've got some chia seeds, but I'll probably get some more. And I'm going to start adding those in on a regular basis. I'll let you know how that goes. Look into it yourself. Hope you like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Share these videos from time to time if you think you know somebody or there's somebody in your network that it might help. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I know it's going to be that Valentine's Day. I know it's a great time for some. It's kind of a dark time for others. But just, you know, love yourself if you don't have anybody else around to love. And have a beautiful weekend, folks. I love you guys. Peace.